Hello, hello. Welcome to CSC Season 7. We got our first premiere match that's actually going live this season. We have the Marksmen playing against the Spada. I'm T Noodle and I'm joined with A Bear as my caster, and I also have RJ doing the observing for you. How you guys are? How you doing, A Bear?
I'm doing fantastic. It's really good to be getting to cast our first premier game of the season. You know, we've seen a lot of prospect, challenger, and elite, and about time we get some showcases in for the best players in the league.
Yeah, absolutely. This tier definitely deserves some love. And it looks like we're going to be having the Marksmen and the starting on CT side. So let's see what they bring out here. I know we got a couple subs here. We have Pecan. Can you tell me who else, A Bear?
Uncle DT is also subbing, and both Pecan and Uncle DT are players from the elite tier subbing up. So we'll see. Keep an eye on them if they can see if they can hang with the big boys of the Premier Division. Looks like it's going to be an early water slash monster default, just sending the one player and Chris up to peak. And looks like Uncle DT with the boost catches Paiva pushing to the short pipe. And the marksmen kind of have a read on the situation here. They've got the three players set up towards B, one Han assigned to jump spot as they rotate the fourth player down. And just Lime to lurk up the banana, gets spotted and doesn't realize it. And one hand has the information, but that's unfortunate as all of the marksmen are going to rotate up. And as I say that, the Espada also decide to go for the rotate play up into A. This is a little bit of a slower, I shouldn't even say a little bit, a lot of bit of a slower round. As it's going to be Pecan and one hand. Set up on the A site. And one hand gets the pick into bathrooms. Great two first kills for the marksman. And it's going to be a three-man execute onto the A bomb site. One hand in Pecan to hold Snapple, pushing into the site. Looking for that first frag. It's taken down by Pecan. Ooh, and another crispy kill on the headshot player. And now RZK to clutch. Gets the first and can't do anything better. Very convincing pistol round from the marksman to start the game off.
Yeah, the Marksmen were just getting those little picks, those little cheeky angles, not really committing to too many 1v1, just letting the Espada walk into their crosshairs and just finishing them off one by one. And so that's going to give them the advantage here. We're going to see the Espada go into this round saving, just see what they can bring into round three, seeing if these Glocks can do anything in this round as well.
Great eco buy here, or anti-eco from the marksman as well. You can see they got 4 SMGs and 1 scout, and they're just going to go for the farms. But you know, it's only able to get one before he gets traded out by the Glocks. And this is where you kind of start to worry a little bit. As the marksman, your best player's down. It is just Glocks. They're going to flash here into water. Hasty set up in the water as well. Eats the flash. Good for one. Gets another trade. Trade's going in favor of the Espada as they take the water control. And now this starts to get a little dicey. Yes, they have no armor, but they now have 2 SMGs. And the most expensive weapon on the field is the Scout. And that's up towards A with Uncle DT. But it looks like it's going to be a B hit. With one Han potentially as the sole defender. But as I say that, Espada kind of decide they don't want to go towards B into the meat grinder. They're going to go towards A, hang out, try and catch any CTs pushing for information. Is he going to do the silent drop? Oh, nicely done. You don't see that in Prospect. As they go set up, they're going to set up a partial execute onto BRZK, the bait with the Glock. One Han picking up one, though. And RZK getting the trade with the Glock. These Glocks have been doing massive damage this round. Just shows you the power of positioning and trades. As they're able to get in. Now RZK is going to be left in a 1 versus 2.
He's
Low
going to have room to
HP.
plant.
Gonna get the plant, which is money in the bank. And Pecan will grab him as he peeks for the information. You know, that's a surprising round from the marksman, or correction, from the Espadas. They're able to get 3 kills and a bomb plant on Glocks. I would say that is an absolute win for them, even though they lost the round.
Yeah, that's an incredible round for the Spada. They're actually going to be going to this next round with definitely a better buy than the Marksman, just due to the bomb plan being able to get all that utility. We're probably going to see that MP9 and the Scout just be carried over into this round, but if the Spada are able to win this, that's going to be forcing the Marksman into a save round.
Yeah, they have the potential to absolutely destroy the money of the marksman in round 3, just due to great positioning and trades. Hopefully we see a lot of that this game. And it's going to be a B default. Just going for some water control. Fast. Chris just runs straight through the molly. And gets into water. And they have the early water control. It looks, so far, first 3 rounds, can't really project that onto the rest of the game. But it's been a very slow, measured T side from the Espada and a very controlled CT side. Marksmen are just happy just to sit, go for spams, and concede the early water control and just kind of absorb whatever early pressure the Espada are throwing at them. Looks like they're going to go for a pop play, but one Han gets the info peek. Domes double dinks Chris. And then just he's pushing through the short smoke. And Pecan pushes the short smoke, gets picked by Snapple. Uncle DT now. Just holding the connector. And Espada, just happy to sit and wander around line, picking up, at Divider, getting traded by Uncle DT with the USP. And we're down into a 3 versus 3. Uncle DT with the defensive smoke. Oh, nice shot from Snapple, getting the counter spam. And they're going to run into B. Hasty now has to go big. Grabs the first, knows the monster player's there, and falls to the trade. And RZK grabbing Uncle DT as he tries to rotate down connector. And Espada are on the board.
Yeah, good way to just play it slow and play for the picks there. Just able to get them one by one. We saw the Marksmen be very low on utility early into that round, and that really just forced them to try to make info plays, and the Spada were ready to hit that every single time. And as we mentioned last time, the Marksmen are going to be forced into a save here, so this is a chance for Spada to get another round and just kind of get their economy rolling.
Yeah, Marksmen here are going to go with the force buy, trying to get their money back, single loss. And it looks like Spada are going a little faster this round, taking the early long control. And Uncle DT
took
here.
a lot of burn damage.
Yeah. Was that in short?
That was
Oh, no, in connector. And I believe RZK heard that. Seems to know one's there. Uncle DT, though, 1 Deegs. Chris coming out of the party. RZK grabbing the trade on Uncle DT. Oh, a nice shot on before getting traded by 1 Han. And down into a 3v3 again. But learn, picking up Pecan on long, and they're going to run it into A. The bomb site's clear. 2 players in the connector. Interesting timing going to happen here, top connector. Bomb's going down. And you have to think this is an Espada round. They seem to know... Oh, spotted out. They know that Hasty is on the flank. Looks like 1 Han's going to try and save the gun while Hasty hunts. And both sides just content to play it rather slowly. Good damage by Snapple onto Hasty in bathrooms. And yeah, this is going to be a save for Marksman. Just trying to do damage, grab a gun if he can, and save that forwards to the next round. But he won't. He'll follow Paiva, who is going to exit to the bank. They're not going to feed any more kills to 1 Han, should he choose to, but he's not going to chase. He's just hanging out. And on we go to the true save.
Yeah, that AK is going to be very important if they do decide to force into this round. It's probably not the best decision this early into this game, so they might just do a light buy around it just to see what info plays it can go. And as I say that, they go ahead and decide
for the full force. I was thinking they might go for a hero AK on but nope, they go for the full force buy. Not a great buy. We got an SMG, a FAMAS, and low utility. And Uncle DT with an op and no utility.
No armor, it's a full glass.
Indeed. Grabbing the kill on Learn at long there. A little bit of an awkward fight. I don't think either player was expecting them to be there. And Hasty on the other side of the map down at B picks up a lot of early damage. He's lucky to be alive here with his 15 HP. And Uncle DT posted up in the bathrooms. This timing is going to be crucial as RZK comes up of connector. Grabbing another. Uncle DT grabbing a third. And Chris finally gets the trade. Advantage certainly goes to Marksman here. However, Chris and Paiva still have their say on this round. Especially if they pick up Uncle DT early. They then start to creep towards an advantage, because they have one Han on the FAMAS, Hasty on the MP9 and low. So they're going to see what they can do as they creep up long. Uncle DT, though, is sitting in the bathrooms, very aggressive positioning. And they're going to jump across. Nice shot from Uncle DT, gets the trade. And now Chris, 1 versus 3. 30 seconds left. This would be some clutch. And can't do it. Pecan, ready and waiting, going to grab it. And looks like that force paid off for the Marksmen.
Yeah, Pecan and Hasty both being able to survive with their low HP. That's going to be helpful for them this round. Still losing 2 players with only saving an MP9. Their economy still trembling towards that bottom of the barrel right there. So once again, another crucial round that has big implications on both these teams' economy. Looks like we're going to be seeing a little bit heavier presence towards B this round.
Indeed, Espada have been showing a lot of early B presence in these rounds. And it looks like they're not going for the fast water play. They've got 2 Glocks. They elected to go for the force. And you have to think this is going to be a full B execute and try and get those rifles onto the site to trade the Glocks. But Uncle DT has pushed all the way through spawn. The Marksmen are ready. Their entire team is rotated. Uncle DT with a humongous flank is going to catch all of them. Gets one. Gets dicked. Oh, and it's traded. And Espada say, screw that. We are not going B. That is so huge for Espada to only lose 1 member and get the trade, because Marksmen have rotated their entire team down. They were ready, but Espada turned in the tables, and now Marksmen have to figure out what's going on. Where are they going? And wow.
Marksmen have a quicker rotate than the Espada, though, so it's really easy for them to go. The Espada, if they wanted to switch to A, had to take such a long route. Marksmen look like they already have 2 guys over there.
Indeed. They're going to go for the long lurk smoke to scale. On site, grabs the first. He needs to be where the long player hears him. Grabs 2. Pecan picking up a 3rd. And just Chris left out. Grabs the first, 1 versus 3. Gets the second. Nice shot. But gets traded out by 1 Han through the connector. That was a great attempt from the Espada. That round was so stacked against them as soon as Uncle DT had information. They did well to claw it back into a 1 versus 2, but yeah, Uncle DT, huge fountain push to get him all that information, and and Pecan holding the site extremely well.
Yeah, Pecan and Yunnan were just able to play, or were able to play off each other well, with those very crucial shots to save them right there. But B-Rush coming off this pistol
Here comes the B-Rush. Smoke's out, Molly's out, flashes are out. They're going through Tech 9, see what they can get done. Hasty grabbing 1, Pecan grabbing 2. Trades going in favor of the Espada, though, as I say that, 1 Han chimes back in and says, no sight for you. No bomb plant for you. And now Chris, 1 versus 3. Glock with no armor. Spots out gets a little bit of damage. Oh! Uncle DT forgot to buy head armor and gets absolutely domed by the Glock of Chris.
Man, for a second, I thought I was beginning to believe the 1v3 with the Glock after that shot on Uncle DT. Unfortunately, he's not able to make it. Once again, lots of damage coming off for a save round. They take him down to 2 players when it was just a little bit of a pistol buy. Unfortunately, no bomb plant. But, hey, they have their AKs. They have their util.
Yeah, and importantly, they are getting the kills. If you look at the money of the Marksmen, only has any kind of money. One round loss. They if they lose 3 players again, they're on a shit buy. And so keeping players alive is going to be crucial, because Marksmen are up 5 rounds, but they have yet to build an economy. And this time we're going passive B, heavy A presence, trying to fight those players in the bathroom. Takes a shot and falls off. And now they're going to come to Uncle DT here. Uncle DT here in the long bath. He's going to gets the dink, gets swung, good damage. 3 players down to less than 10 HP. But that leaves us in a 5v4 for the Espada. And typically in a 5v4, you'd say you have a significant advantage. But due to the Espada having 3 players that combine 18 HP, I'm going to say that it's advantage Marksman here. Going for the water control. Paiva tries to run out Monster, gets picked by Hasty. RGK going for the spam. and you have to favor the Marksmen here. Hasty going for another, grab an RZK. At this point, it's just free kills for the low HP players. Going for the bean can boost. Trying to grab a kill. They need something spectacular here in this 4v2. Correction, 4v3. Now a 4v1. Chris, 8 HP in a dream. Needs to hit the shot, doesn't. And Marksmen finally survive with more than 2 players alive.
Yep, they can finally start building an economy. The Spada gonna be saving again here, and that really gives the Marksmen a chance to go up 7-2. These slow rounds have been working in the favor of Marksmen. They've just been getting these picks. I know they were able to isolate Uncle DT, but after that, they're just feeding these kills one by one. There's no trades coming for the Spada right now, and that's really biting them in the butt.
Yeah, which is, it's interesting because they started the first 4 or 5 rounds. They were trading extremely well. They were getting a lot of kills. Marksmen were winning. Is Uncle DT going to grab some anti-ecos? Grabs 2. Going for a 3rd. Learn, though, grabs 1. Needs to go big. Gets tagged down. Misses the no-scope. RZK falls. And now the Espada have 3 players. 3v3 here. Op, AK, and Chris on the Deagle with armor. Oh, he's going to grab the AK now with armor. And Espada now content just to slow it down. They realize they forgot the bomb in top ladder. RZK narrowly misses the shot on, I believe that was Pecan. Can't quite read that name. Decides he doesn't want to peek that opper again on that angle. Dropping utility. And they got 50 seconds. All the map control. It's going to come down to the kills onto the site. Going for the flash peek there. I like the idea. And it looks like it's going to be an A hit. 2 players set up towards long. Well, as I say that, they do the long lurk smoke. 1 player comes to bathrooms. And it's going to be long. 20 seconds. RZK looking to see what he can find, who he can find, what he can get done. Big nade from one Han. Gavin learned from long. Dropped. And that's the round over. Throwing the op away. And trying to grab some kills. Get killed before the time. Can't do anything. Great hold from the A players. Huge nade from one Han. Dropping the bomb long. That just kills the round. What are you supposed to do? 10 seconds left. Bomb is dropped long. 2 players on the site. You are cut off. Questionable call to send the bomb long there.
Yeah, questionable, especially after seeing that they went for a flash info play over towards mid. You have to assume that was just to clear it, and you being in bathrooms not spotting anyone, to throw a lurk smoke like that just to give them the information right back. Very questionable with the save that it was.
Yeah, fast water play here. RZK grabbing 1 hunt from short. Lots of spam going back and forth both directions. Great opening kill. The change of pace catches the Marksman off guard. Uh-oh. Somebody call the NA nades. There's a submission. And now they're going to slow it back down. Hasty catching sight of 1 player outside Monster. He's content just to sit there and accept the aim duel. And flashes himself out to escape. Interesting lineup for the lurk smoke. Haven't seen that one before. And it's going to be a 4-man, 5-man B-pop.
Oh,
great counter flash from Hasty. Pecan grabbing an easy double. Huge flashbangs. Hasty grabbing another as well. And a double. And Pecan and Hasty. Big 5 kills to shut down the gun round. What a great flash.
Yeah, great flash for that monster peak right at the timing. Perfect for that B execution. They were just able to execute further on Monster. Really able to just cut off one of the sides of the split. And now we're going to be seeing the Spada go take a timeout. They've really been shut out, losing 6 rounds in a row. Only winning those 2 rounds right after the initial pistols. Really just need to talk it over and just see what's going wrong. And right now, it's everything.
Yeah, they can't get the trades. They can't get the early kills, except for the last round. They did get the early kill. You have to think it's the pacing at this point. And looking at the 2 teams also, there's a clear difference in the utility being thrown. On the one hand, you have Marksmen going for flash peek plays, and perfectly example last round, Hasty chucks a flash over from the pit and just full whites the people running out Monster. Pecan gets an easy 2K. So you have to think that it's down to pacing and utility at this point. I think if Spada go for a change of pace, it looks like they will. They're going fast into the water. But this is where they kind of have been getting bogged down recently. They get an early map control, and Pecan gets the information. He spots at least 3 there. And as all of starts running back, RZK though says no, and grabs the first kill onto the pillar player, and Uncle DT coming down the connector gets one, gets traded, and finally we're seeing trades go that way. As I say that, grabs Paiva coming up the connector. And we're back into a 3 versus 3. And this is the first round in the last 6 rounds that Espada have gotten the trades they needed and the kills they needed to actually make the late round interesting. So that's good to see. As soon as they realized Uncle DT was in connector, Pecan with another cheeky jump spot. He's gotten so much information this round. He knows it's B. Gets swung by RZK, though. Important double from him. And they're running onto the B site. Although Hasty is set up at Toxic and grabs one. Grabs another from Heaven. Hasty, oh my goodness, gets Snapple down to 2 HP. 1v1 Snapple versus
Has a molly and a smoke. And
indeed he does.
HP on Snapple.
We'll see if elects for the op or for the AK. He's just going for the smoke. He knows the player is short now. Missed shot and grabs through the smoke. What a clutch from Snapple. 1 versus 2. What a round.
Man, I was really expecting to toss the molly either at monster or short. Short would have been perfect right there, being that Snapple's only on 2 HP. But he's not psychic, so he didn't throw it out there. And that's the first round in a long time coming for the Espada. They're really going to need to start stringing these here.
Indeed. Huge round from Snapple. Huge round from RZK with the opening 2 kills. And Snapple coming up huge in that 1 versus 2.
Marksmen are going to save this round.
Indeed, they are. Despite their large lead, they're down to pistols. And RZK grabbing 1 Han, Uncle DT. RZK grabbing another. Uncle DT going on the ladder, getting picked by Chris. And this is going to be a 4th round for the Espada. And just like that, they're making a comeback. Barring Hasty and going absolutely nuclear on this retake. Hasty with the armor. No armor. Currently the number 1 rated non-FA in Premier. Paiva, good damage, but finally gets taken down. That was an awkward fight. And getting domed by Snapple and Learn grabbing Hastings who tries to escape through Heaven. Trying to save that armor. Back into the gun rounds. This is a huge round.
That was a good thing for the Spada to survive with 4 guys there. Going into the final 3 rounds of the half, they want their money to be stable to be able to pull together as many as they are. I know it was 8-3 earlier, but I mean it's overpass. It's typically CT sided. If they can string together a couple, they can actually make this a really solid half for them.
Yeah, I'd like to see 5 to 6 rounds on your T side on overpass. I think that makes the map certainly competitive. And Espada now have won 2 rounds in a row. A little bit of spam going back and forth. And if they win this round, this is such a crucial round for the Espada. So if they win this round, they kill the money of the Marksmen, who are going to have to double save. And that potentially gets them up to a 7-round half. So very, very critical round. It's going to be a B hit. Marksmen with their typical 3-2 setup. Passively, Paiva in the molly. It's the smoke out. Hasty with the cheeky jiggle for information. And crucially, it all comes down to the timing here. As Marksmen have dumped almost all their utility. 1 flash... Correction, 1 smoke and 3 flashes is all the Marksmen have left. Whereas Espada have been pretty good about this. They have 4 smokes, 5 flashes, a molly, and an HE. So if they go for a full execute here, there's not really anything. Flash play again into the monster pipe. Just about gets away with his life. Hasty grabbing 1, grabbing 2, and Paiva blinded. Pecan with the excellent flashes, and Hasty has been such a nuisance at monster, grabbing 3. And Espada will get the bomb down, though, and Pecan grabbing another. Chris now 1 versus 3. Uncle DT, though, shuts it down. Marksmen prevent themselves from losing all their money in that round. Huge flashes from the Marksman. Great flash from Pecan. Literally saved Hasty's life. That allowed him to get that massive triple kill from the wood.
Yeah, Pecan and Hasty playing very great together on the B site. I know Pecan's been a B player in Overpass for a long time. He knows how to throw those pop flashes. He knows what to do on that site. And being that they were on very limited utility at the second half of that round, it was just crucial in setting that up. And 3 players surviving off only 2 flashbangs remaining at that round. That's just incredible.
It's excellent bang for your buck. This spot I've said, all right, enough. We're not going B anymore. It's not working. So they're gonna try and head back to A and pressure 1Han and Uno. Uncle DT now, interestingly, has their double op set up for CT side here. Has set up on the short with op. Interesting play here. Very aggressive peek. And Snapple, though, is aware of that angle and absolutely rips Uncle DT's head off. Oh, great damage back and forth. 16 HP to 4 HP. What a ballsy peek from Snapple. Excellent opening kill from him. Typically, you favor an opper in an angle like that, but Snapple just runs out and rips his head off. And now the 5-man stack towards A. We'll see what 1Han and Uno can do. 1Han loves these aggressive peaks for information. You saw him do it earlier in Monster, grabbing information. Doing it on Banana again. And here we go. 5-man. 3 in the bathrooms. 2 up to long. Let's see what goes on. If they get the site, you have to think the here it comes. Molly's down, smoke's down. So much util. Uno grabs a molly kill. RZK though plows through the smoke, gets the trade, and doubles down, gets 1Han. And now leaving Marksman in a 2 versus 4. Hasty grabbing 1 nice shot. RZK triples up on the round. Big 3K from him, keeping Espada in this game, in this half. And Pecan now left in a 1 versus 3. 3 AKs. Can he pull out an impossible clutch? Misses the timing. Paiva swings back out. Snags him. Huge round from the Espada. Gets him to the 5-round mark they needed.
Yeah, with the op was kind of in a tough spot on the site. They could see the split was coming. He tried to smoke off long to focus on mid, but being there was a split, the Espada just pushed that smoke and really just forced just out in no man's land, and were able to just isolate him and just work the picks after that. And now we see a really bad buy coming for the Marksman, so a 6-round on the board is very possible for the Espada.
Yep. Yeah, he kind of falls victim to one of the classic blunders of CS at that point, where he treats a smoke like a wall. Mm-hmm. And RZK with the right thing. Uncle DT, big tag on Chris. Is he going to go for the repeat? What a madman. Swings back across. Gets traded by RZK, though. Gets swung by multiple people. Back on a force. Down to Chris. Little team flash. Still gets the kill. And Espada, last round of the half. Going to close this half out strongly. And despite that very dominant stretch of the Marksman, in the middle of the half, Espada winning some early rounds and then coming back late in the half and winning some more rounds. They're in a very strong position to finish the half 9-6, which is an excellent showing on CT side. Gets the information, spotted, head ripped off. 2v5 now. Hasty and 1Han. 2 Deegs and a Dream. Lots of util. Oh, it gets dinked down. Picked by RZK. RZK has gone massive.
Oh,
Snap. I'm not sure he's going for the knife or what he was doing there.
Snapple was absolutely going for the knife there, and I thought he was going to get it. Spada had really good pacing near the end of that half. It looked like their first few gun rounds, they were playing slow. I think they played slow the entire half, but it looked like no one really wanted to take any of those trades, as opposed to when we saw the faster rounds. At the end of it, they were playing those trades. They were playing passive, letting the round come to them essentially, and that's
Yeah.
what got them the last 4 or 5, going from 8-2 to 9-6. It's a very respectable half for them.
Yep. 9-6 half and on to their CT side. All comes down to the T side of the Marksmen. Can they keep grinding out rounds? And we'll see. Or will Espada clap back? And this is a strong CT sided map. Espada going for a aggressive early peak. 2 in the connector, 2 in water. Maybe a water pinch for Espada, but Marksmen are sending 5 players towards party. What a weird round. You can see Espada on the minimap are pushed all the way up. They've taken complete connector. They have the information the players are running up banana. And now the call is made. Espada is rotating up. And Marksmen now have to worry about these players on the big flank. And they're just going to go for the sight swarm. They're just ignoring the players. Gets one. Picks Snapple, one at the truck. Gets a second. Paiva, though, in a really sticky situation, gets picked up by One-Han. And that's such a weird round. As Hasty grabs RZK, grabs and now Learn, left in a 1 versus 4. Gets flashed. The flashbangs of Marksmen have just been excellent today. The utility has been great. Getting good damage in. He's just needs some kills. Crispy 1 tap onto Hasty. And 1 versus 3, no kit. Or correction. Yeah, no kit. Going for more kills, and eventually he will fall. That took quite a while.
Yeah, it was a smart round coming up for Marksmen. Once they figured out that the flank was possible, they just decided to rush the A side as soon as possible and really try to push in deep there as they saw them push Paiva, who actually happens to not be having a great game here. But yeah, once they got that kill, they just pushed deep and just held the site from the opposite side and just worried about the flank,
Yeah.
just jiggling and letting themselves hold site.
It was good awareness as well. Oh, 5-man connector. Things you love to see. Yeah, let's get a connector cam. Who's coming in? Pecan. He's not actually in the connector, though. We'll see who walks into this meat grinder first. But funnily enough, Marksmen are set up for a B hit. The lone party player. Nobody spotted for either team.
He's
Is
lurking
hunting.
with an AK.
Yeah, this is it's so interesting. It would be hilarious if he came out of the connector. I'll get spotted. And now Uncle DT gets the information. Here's 2 players. Spots another one in connector. And now the information is there. Grabbing 2 at the AK. Pecan grabbing a 3rd and a 4th.
It ended up being a meat grinder for the Espada, not the Marksman.
Yeah.
Well, once spotted them, he had help from the other 2 sides and just was able to put them in the triangle of death.
They all stopped looking at the door at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Going up and challenging that AK. It's just a murder machine.
11-6 now. Better buy coming from the Espada, but the utility is light.
Yep. Mark's been going 3 fast water, putting the smoke out, RZK down in connector. Has the potential to be the spoiler for this round. Get a flash play, grabs 1, grabs a 2nd, and RZK Snapple getting 1 back, 2 versus 4 now though. Excellent flash play. Those are the things that we were seeing from the Marksmen in the first half, that we really needed to be seeing from the Espada. So well played by the Espada. Marksman gonna try and clap it back 2 versus 4, but significant advantage here. As creeps up in the bathroom. One-Han coming back through spawn. And RZK has taken connector, but doesn't hear One-Han in spawn.
Yeah,
some kind of calls made though.
Timing. Yeah, this could be some weird timing for either way.
Yeah, they've rotated their players off B. No correction. Learn is back down on B. So they're going for a 2-1 setup. RZK is just sitting in connector. And is just going to try and walk down site. Or walk outside. They will get a molly in, a flash in.
Oh, he's not
Does
going
he
to find
clear the
truck.
truck? Oh, but he's going to spot. Chris grabs one. And he knows where the second is. Grabs the second. Excellent shot. Bomb goes down, but now he knows there's one on the flank. Gets sandwiched, though, and Learn grabs the important kill. That was getting dicey very fast. Great double entry from Yuno.
Yeah, that was incredible. He's able to get the second. At first, I didn't think he was going to end up spotting the guy out truck. And then the bomb being planted right before he dies. I really thought Yuno had a shot there. But the Espada do get that round. Unfortunately, bringing them down to 2 players when it was kind of a bonus round for the Marksmen. So the Espada might be in another potential bad economic situation. Oh, another NA nade coming out for the Marksmen. Lots of defaulting going on around this map. Both teams just looking not to make a mistake, playing slow, but as we see that the Marksmen are creeping up over towards long, moving their way through bathrooms. We see RZK up over towards short.
Connector.
Oh.
He's RZK's deep connector. Getting the fight versus One-Han. Grabs him. Sneaking out in that cubby. And he has been the best player for the Espada tonight. Grabs one, and he's going aggro, and he's going to find the bomb. Chris grabbing Pecan. And RZK has found the bomb. Learn grabbing Hasty, and Uncle DT and Yuno have realized they don't have the bomb, and RZK is going to get a free kill here as he sits at the top of the ladder. Yep. And now Yuno 1 versus 5 AWP. This would be some clutch, but he gets baited. Gets baited by the sound cue of the gun falling the wrong direction. Doesn't realize Learn has pushed them, and very convincing round win from Espada there.
And that's going to be the op picked up for the Espada with all 5 of them surviving. That's a very good chance for them to set up their economy. Marksmen are going to be forced into save here, so they can play another passive round, just playing it slow and just try to have 4 or 5 guys survive again, just to stabilize them, to make this comeback possible.
Yeah, they're going to elect for Deagle and pretty much nothing else. 1 Tech 9, couple PT50s, and just try and see what they get done based on their raw aim. Learn. Oh. Interesting molly bounce. And they now have the information there's at least 1 player in Monster. Learn smoking it off. Just chilling in the water. Very, very slow start to the round. And the timing here is everything. Yuno almost catches an amazing timing on Learn. One-Han grabs the reload and picks Learn running through the smoke. What a madman. Otherwise, though, CT's a spot of the bomb. Pecan almost catches the timing. RZK, though, happens to turn back the other direction. A little bit awkward. And now One-Han, 1 versus 4, 17 HP. And a Dream gets spammed through the smoke. Nothing he can do.
Yeah, another good round for the Espada. 4 people surviving there, so their economy's looking very good. Lots of people around that 5,600 mark, or 5,000 mark, and Marksmen once again going to be having a bye, but they're on a 3-loss bonus. But they're going to need to bring a couple rounds here just to mark the economy a little bit for the Espada.
Yeah, Espada has at least 1 to 2 more buys. I would say at least 2 more buys, actually, after this round.
Yeah.
Especially depending how many players, live or die. Especially because Learn is very low HP. Learn's probably going to need a drop next round, which is going to impact those finances significantly. Marksman now going for a fast con play as they take control. We'll see if they get a flash over the connector, but the op's not even holding connector. Taking a lot of damage. Grabbing RZK. Gets the trade, and now the opper is in bathrooms. And the timing here is Chris grabs Pecan. Tag down to 8 HP. That's a crucial fight right there. And now Marksman stuck in a 3v4. still contesting bathrooms. It looks like, yeah, they're going to go for an A execute here. Potentially, just waiting for everybody to get set up. Depends on where that opera's playing. Looks like he's playing a dumpster. Hasty, though, is setting up a dumpster smoke. So we'll see what they elect to do. The Spada are dumping all their util on B. And the util now from Marksmen coming out. It's going to be a push up. Great molly. Planting in the smoke. No kills, but site control. So we're into a 3v4 post plant. Retake simulator. Well done. Getting to Optimus. And here comes the retake. Snapple's up. Hasty grabs one. Uncle DT now 1 versus 3 at headshot. Needs to get that kill, but learned with the drive-by. Says no siree. And shuts down that. And notably, a spot is right with 3 players. And now RZK is up to over 10k. Chris over 10k. Paiva over 10k. And their economy is truly rolling.
Yeah, Espada were getting the opening picks really well there. Marksmen were kind of just giving it to them there, and then once they took the site, I thought it was very possible for them to hold on to the round, but the Espada kind of just giving them the site, save their utility for the retake, and sure enough, we're just able to win it outright, surviving with 3 players.
Yeah, well played by the Espada, giving up site and just playing the retake with their numerical advantage. Chris grabbing the first long player. Gets the information, sees multiple, grabs a second. He's going to be farming kills here. And support from the long player, Chris, tripling down. RZK with the support. RZK now on 28 kills in 22 rounds. He is having a monster game.
Absolutely. And then Chris had some very nice shots over there towards long. Them being able to just trade off of each other, just trade the peaks off of each other. Not really allowing the Marksmen really good amount of time to focus on any one player. Just really giving them a good chance here. But Marksmen being able to buy, seeing if they can change up the pace here, seeing if they can wake up anything for this T side.
You know, on the AWP now, is going to take the duel versus Chris. RZK grabs the first kill in connector. He is on fire. 1 more kill for 30 for him in 23 rounds. And Espada have the early water control. Oh, what a play. Flash and boost. Gets the first. One-Han unable to get the trade due to those flashes. And RZK now to contest. And he's grabbing another one. That's 30 kills for him in the half. You know, another NA nade. Dunks that onto Pecan. He's going to fall to Snapple. And now you know. 1 versus 5. 3 HP. You have to think they're going to.
Yeah, they're hunting, and RZK is right coming on his rear right now.
Yeah, RZK is going to get this kill. For sure. We'll see if he goes for the knife. Does not, as you know, is turning with the AWP. RZK now 31 kills. Approaching one. What can we see RZK's ADR here? 31 and 14. He is having a monster rating. 115 ADR.
Wild. Yeah, the Marksmen are really they just seem lost. They're playing slow, they're playing defaults, and then the Spotter are just executing onto micro positions on the map. They're just throwing those pop flashes, setting essentially strats on small portions of the map. And it's just wiping them out, getting pick after pick.
Yeah. There needs to be some coordination for the Marksmen, some type of execute, overwhelm the Opper, you know, take the site. Like, they're able to do it late in the round, but they need to be doing that early round for the early round positions. So they're not losing those 1, 2, 3, 4 picks even. It's so hard to come back from a 4v5. And RZK with the flash peek long. It's gonna be A. Marksmen, though, haven't spotted, or correction, Espada finally spots one long. He's going to post on that angle. And Marksmen uses the opportunity to scale up. RZK playing the spoiler with the AK. And Chris is forced off that angle. RZK gets one. It's nice spray transfer. Grabs Uncle DT as well. Hasty with the trade, and Chris is going to survive. Learn, though, full blind somewhere behind, I see. And one Han into the meat grinder he goes. Learn perfectly timed flank through connector. Grabs the bomb planner, and Espada move into a 13-11 lead. RZK fragging out this game.
Yeah, RZK is going crazy with another 2K there. I really was expecting him only get one, and then just that heroic little spare transfer going there. But we're just looking into another buy round. If Marksmen decide to change up the pace, something could happen. But if they're just playing business as usual, nothing's going to happen for them. They haven't been playing right. It's Premier. The Spada are just playing very good structured CS and just shutting them out of every portion of the map.
Indeed. And Marksman now looks like they're going just attempting to live. Chris grabbing Uncle DT at long. And Marksman off to another 4 versus 5 star. RZK hears him in party. He's got the information, unsure of where he should be peeking. He's just gonna play the spoiler. Pecan grabs Paiva on B. Learn in the close left. Oh, doesn't see him. 4x3. Learn finally sees Pecan. Oh my goodness, and grabs a double. How unlucky can you get? Neither player saw each other until Learn looks to the right and sees Pecan walking by.
I can't believe that happened, and then Learn still gets the 3K there. That's just something incredible and very unfortunate for the Marksmen. We're now seeing 8 rounds in a row for the Spada. I really see that going to 10 rounds in a row. I expect this map I think the door's shut.
There has to be some type of pace change, and there hasn't been. Chris going for an aggressive connector peek, grabs a double collateral onto the connector players. Hasty though, one Han grabbing 2 onto B. Big flashes 2v3 now. And yeah, one Han grabbing another one. RZK though is up short and grabbing another double. And he has gone absolutely nuclear this game. He's on track for 40 kills. Well, if he gets an ace this round.
Yeah, I was like, unless the Marksmen decide to wake up in these next couple rounds, I don't really see him coming over here. But hey, the Spada just played a very good CT side here, and Marksmen haven't been able to figure it out. We saw the Marksmen take a very early lead here. It was 8-2. But they've only gotten 3 rounds since then.
Yeah, and that helps. Chris is fragging out. RZK has like a 2.0 CT side rating at this point. He has dropped so many kills on the CT side. And the Chris grabbing another one Han and Hasty have been doing their best to drag the Marksman up. And Hasty just walks right by RZK, who, once again, you have to think is going to get more kills here. Yeah, Hasty gets the kill, and RZK now is trying to activate. Doesn't know where the second player is. He's going to get a free kill on one Han, and he's going to get the bomb. Oh my goodness! RZK and one Han just deletes him. Oh my goodness! And Hasty now has all the information. This could be what they needed. All comes down to timing. If Paiva checks where Hasty is, gets the damage, doesn't get the kill though. Oh no! Hasty grabs one, shakes his mouse in frustration, and now Learn 2 versus 1 Deagle in hand. Hasty is low. One Han looking the wrong direction though. Gets damage, tagged down, goes for the shot with the op, misses it, tagged down to 19 HP. They know where he is now. He's got the M4, back to the AWP, 19 HP, and he's gonna try and run and save that AWP for Chris, who has been popping off on this CT side as well.
Man, that shot by one Han, I mean, I know the spot have been dominating, but that's the shot of the map right there.
Yeah, that was incredible. Literally milliseconds before he died, you can see his gun animation coming out, and then just bam, right in the head.
Yeah, and, that's just one of those where you're like, yep, he's better than me. He's cheating. What other excuses can we have here? That was just something nuts.
That was nutty. Hey, if we have sorry, go ahead.
It's 15-12 now. Like that could have been the little motivation they needed. I know the money's still amazing for the Spada, but this is a shot here.
Finally wins the op duel. This time it's on Learn, and interestingly, Chris is no longer on the op, on the AWP, and yeah, we move, and Pecan now picking up the AWP, double AWP on T side. things you don't see very often. Just spamming a little bit. And Spada have gone extremely passive here in their 5v4, just hoping to hold on to the sites as long as possible, not give up any more kills, not let the situation snowball. They want to be under control, and they want to close this map out. They want to kill the hopes of the comeback and force Marksmen into executing, force them into making a mistake. Oh, I see why Pecan was swapping. Gets the information. Oh! Almost gets killed there by the flash. He's going to run in and yeah, gets baited in by Paiva, who's on the left side. And sees Paiva. Uncharacteristically missed shot. Missed again! And One Han and Hasty are just doing it on their own. RZK, though. Sitting in the smoke. 36 for him now. Uncle DT now 1 versus 1. RZK versus Uncle DT. Who is set up. All comes down to this timing. Who is going to see who first? Oh, no. Missed shot. 5 seconds. No, not like this. Not like this. And Uncle DT, 1 second remaining. No scope to save the game. Oh my goodness. He left that till the end. Wow. Got my heart beat up for that.
That's just one of those weird, exciting rounds because it's like nothing crazy is happening. It's just like, what the hell is happening?
Oh my goodness. What quite literally a last second clutch no scope from Uncle DT. RZK was just doing everything he could to stay alive there. Yeah, anybody in chat that wants to clip that, please do. That was incredible. Big round from Uncle DT, quite literally game saving. That's back-to-back game saving rounds from the Marksmen. One Han with that incredible clutch shot, and then Uncle DT with the literal last second no scope to save the game. And Marksmen looking to capitalize on those heroic plays. Pecan peeks out, but RZK is up in party with the AWP picks coming out of con, and it has to be B now. And unfortunately, Espada has rotated their entire team over, and Learn gets Pecan. The crossfires is down, and that's GG. Disappointing way to end it out.
Oh man, after those 2 rounds with the drive-by and the no-scope, what the heck? I really thought some more magic was believing. Pulled.
RZK, though, going absolutely nuclear, 37-17, putting the Espada on his back and saying, let's go, boys. Hasty and One Han and Uncle DT had some heroic attempts to drag Marksmen through. But in the end, that's going to be the Espada clutching out a 16-13 win, I do believe. And,
yeah, it was 16-13 for the Espada. And we're actually going to following up this game with Marksmen going up against the OS Shogun. And then on the B stream, we're going to be having the Espada play up again against the NA Nades. So make sure you stick around for that. We're going to be going for break here soon. So see you guys in a bit.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back after a short break.
Jack it up.
Hello, everybody. Now we're going into the second game of the night. We got the Marksmen going up against the Shogun on Inferno. I'm T Noodle. I'm joined with Legend, and once again we have Observer RJ Saurus here with us, and we're looking to have a good game. Legend, you excited to watch this?
Yeah, I'm excited to see my team, my former team, do well in this game. I'm also excited to see how the Shogun do. I know Spence is being subbed all the way up from Challenger, and it's going to be an interesting match. I want to see him perform in Premier. I really do.
Yeah, it looks like we got a handful of subs coming up for the Shogun because, like you said, Spence is subbing up from Challenger, Chutang subbing up from their elite team, and Pecan, who was subbing for Marksman last game, is now actually coming in as a sub for Shogun, whereas Gorb is going to be subbing in for the Marksman today.
Yeah, looks like maybe auto balance the teams a little bit coming into this game. Switch Pecan over to the other side.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice opening pick from One-Han on Banana. Looks like a Pop Flash is getting ready to be set up over towards B. Decides not to do that. Vi and Pecan just trying to get that top banana control while the bomb looks like it's lurking over towards the apartments. We see Yuno. We see Hasty over towards A site while it's just two players. And then the third is coming up back towards mid. It's a 3-stack coming for Banana. So this is a good chance for the Shogun here. Yuno in pit, trying to see what he can do. Yuno and Gorb getting two very quick kills. FCL on very low HP. FCL trying to get that bomb down. That's all you want to do in this round. Vi, FCL, both there, both less than half HP. All three players from the Marksman are coming from the Archer's side, just waiting to come in, waiting to get these trades in together. One flashbang and a kit coming left for the Marksman. No utility for the Shogun. FCL goes down. Vi gets a trade on the Gorb, trying to see what he can do. Is not able to connect the shot. Dova finish off Vi, and that's two remaining for the Marksman, and now it's going to be 1-0 for them.
Yeah, it was looking a little bit dicey there in the trying to get the bomb on the site. It looks like Yuno and Gorb were holding it down, but Vi managed to get two quick kills there. Unfortunately, though, it looks like the Shogun were just kind of outmanned there on the retake, 3v2. I know A-Site's one of the harder ones, but FCL is just too low health to do anything from that default position.
Yeah, too low health indeed. But it looks like we're going to be seeing a little bit of a force spike coming up. We see Spence and Chutang on the Galils. I know we said that those guys were subbed up. I'd kind of expect those to be dropped towards the more premier players, but we see some early engagement. Dova's being brought to low HP. Trades going for Pecan and Vi, and now it's going to be a 4v3 advantage for the Shogun. No one's on the B site, so this is going to be a free and clear plant for them.
Yeah, the Marksmen just kind of stopped there. I think the Shogun force kind of came in for him. I thought when that Molly came down, for sure the Shogun were going to be shut down, but no. Dova and Gorb couldn't hold it down on the car.
Trying to get a little nade, but Vi and Hasty getting trades back and forth, and then with a nice little double, but that double includes Hasty on his team. Now stuck in a 1v2, going through the smoke. 2 remaining T's are on the banana, and FCL is able to get that swing on a and now that's biting back for the Shogun. It's 1-1 on the board.
Yeah, I was going to say they were clawing their way back into this one, but unfortunately just a fatal error from there, team killing Hasty, and the 1v2 clutch suddenly became a little bit harder. Just no utility, and FCL had a great swing on them there, and the round was over.
Absolutely, but now the Marksmen going into a force buy of their own, just really trying to stabilize the economy from both sides. Double nade on Pecan. It's a 3D movie, but he only takes a little bit of damage, only 30 damage. I really thought he was going to get chewed up there, but it looks like the heavy attacks coming over towards A, but Hasty able to get one, immediately traded out by Vi, and gets trades out with Spence coming out on top. It's a 3v3, but only one hand's on the A site. Takes out one in Boiler. Now the bomb's down over at the port side. One Han lurking around the apartments, waiting for his teammates to come up, communicating that they're going up the truck. They know there's a player in apps. They're trying to figure out where these remaining 2 Marksmen are at. Smoke's coming down. Only a flash and a smoke coming for the CTs. No kits for them. Khan trying to get that flash with the wide swing. Able to take out one Han. Gets traded out by Dova, but Chutang trades him. And another trade coming up for Gorb. And just rounds traded back and forth. It's 2-1 for the Marksmen.
That was a great pistol round, It's from the Marksmen. Kind of atoning for their mistakes in the last round where they got overrun by a force. The fact that they were able to get the bomb down in that top mid area and then get a few more kills afterwards is huge. Kind of slowed the round down for the Shogun and let the Marksmen kind of get their bearings a little bit and get ready for that A site retake, which they've been pretty good on in these 3 rounds, thus far.
Yeah, what's fun about that, they actually did get the bomb down, so they did have enough money to have a weird little buy, but they decided just full save for the gun rounds. We might see some stability happen on this map. Dova with a nice peek to lower banana, taking out Pecan. We see a lot of people towards top mid coming up from the Shogun, trying to bait through that smoke. FCL with a wild shot over towards Arches. One Han is now down, but able to avenge his teammate over at the Arches. Gonna see a Molly coming out towards Boiler, now having support from his buddy over towards the arch side.
Does FCL give haircuts? I want to... he'd be a great barber. Oh, Chutang as well. Oh my god! Oh, it's a slaughter.
Oh my gosh. These are just some insane rounds. Hasty over in pits, able to get a kill, but FCL with another deagle. There's just so many coming on from every player on the Shogun.
Like the barbershop. Jeez. They're giving out free haircuts to everyone on the Marksmen.
And Gorb walking up mid, taking his sweet time. A Molly, a flash, a kit. No, just trying to see what he can do. There's a little bit of utility left for the Shogun, so they can really stall his entrance onto the A site here. Seeing if he can find the player over towards the back of sites, trying to molly him out. He's going to be finding himself short on time now that molly goes there. But nice kill onto Vi, but traded out immediately by FCL. And that's 2-2. We get once again a traded round.
Yeah, I think Gorb needed that. He needed a pick there on the site to get control of the round, but FCL and Vi, knowing that, just held a crossfire and there was theirs. Not to mention, by the way, the amount of deagle shots, like 1-deags in that round, were insane. They hit some nasty shots over on the Shogun side.
Yeah, a little disappointed we saw a rifle at the end of that round, but
Yeah.
nice little nades coming in. Only takes Dova down to half HP, though. Looks like the Marksmen playing a lot of heavy presence over towards Apps, and they get a Nova kill.
Nova Cam. Let's go. Best gun in the game, by the way.
Nova has some stupid range. I know I got taken out by that in Season 5 finals. And now we see Yuno and Boiler. They're hearing this, but doesn't check it. But Vi is able to get a little flick over onto Yuno. Nova Cam, once again, coming from the apps. They're hungry, trying to find out, trying to get him, and he's getting shot in the rear now. He's been spotted out. Chutang's able to take out Hasty, and now it's a 4v2 advantage for the Shogun. It might be our first 2 rounds in a row we've seen this game. Except maybe the Deagles are going to be coming to play once again. But Gorb should be saving that. Pecan takes out Dova, and sure enough, Gorb is going to be saving this round, and that's going to be 3 on the board for the Shogun.
Yeah, I think Hasty, Nova play was, I mean, even if he didn't really win the round, he got a kill with it, which is already justifies him even buying the thing. He pretty much got all of his money back from even purchasing the weapon in the first place, as long as you get that 1 kill. So, overall, I think it was a pretty worth saved round there for the Marksmen. And they get an AK out of it.
They did force into that round, actually, so their economy is still, yeah, they did a full force into that one.
Their economy was screwed.
Yeah, they're likely just going to be saving around this hero AK here.
I think their mistake is they didn't buy 5 Novas. Hot take, but...
I mean, right now, the Nova does have 1 kill per round. It's facts. Those are the numbers.
True. And
you need to get Yeti in here to crunch those.
5 of them. If they had 5 of them, that's 5 kills per round.
Exactly. We see Spence get an opening pick on the bedroom over in apartments, but the B play is here. Dova with an incredible 2 digs on B site. B is close from afar. We see Pecan trying to make a little presence, trying to get that bomb back in the hands, but I don't think he knows where Dova's at. See 2 over into CT. Pecan trying to get the spray transfers, only do 90 damage towards Gorb, and now we see FCL in a 1v3. But he's lurking in apps. The bomb is down over towards B.
Dova giving them a little bit of a false sense of security there on B site. Vi was just running up B. It's like, guys, it's free, it's free. And all of a sudden, he 1-digs both of them. I don't know if the second one was a 1-dig, but it was a 1-dig in my heart.
Yeah, Dova had 2 incredible 1-digs. Now FCL, that utility from all those players on B, they're going to be able to use that to just keep him out of the site. Dova, Gorb, Onehan, all playing angles that are able to trade off of one another. FCL's gonna hear that drop in second oranges. He's really just trying to see if any unnecessary peaks are made by the Marksman here, but nothing's being given to him. FCL's walking up. No information, no sound cues are given, but Gorb is waiting for him to come into his crosshair.
Doing a little bit of a jig there with the crosshair as well, but now he sees him for sure.
Yeah, and that's information. FCL needs to get a kill or die, and sure enough, he does die. And that's a 3rd round on the board for the Marksman. Nice round just being fought back and forth. Just trades all day here, and now 3-3.
Yeah. Honestly, it's anyone's game at this point. There's been really great rounds from the Shogun, really great rounds from the Marksman. I honestly think it's just whoever has the Deagle, too, can just pick up the rounds. You don't even need to buy AKs. More kills have been gotten with the Deagle this game.
Yeah. And this is the closest thing we've seen to a gun round this game. It involves a MAC-10 and light utility for the Shogun, but they're making some very fast presence here. Lots of noise. They want to bait out as much utility coming on that B side as possible. But once again, looks like brackets control is what they're working for. Pecan takes a little bit of leg damage. Onehan's in this boosted position. Able to take out Pecan. FCL with the trade into the apps player. Molly going down. Gonna isolate that. And now the round might come to a halt. Make that a pause. We see 2 guys going up towards lane. Onehand's being forced out of his position. Misses the shot into apartments, but Onehand is able to take out that shot. Vi and Shutang get 2 kills, but Gorb trades that. Now it's a 2v2.
Oh, look at Spence.
Spence is just over there chilling in the smoke, waiting to see what he can do. The bomb is down in the possession of the Marksmen, but they don't know where the Shogun are coming from. Spence with a little bit of damage. Finally connects with a shot, but Spence able to trade it out on a Gorb. Waiting for Spence to take this dry peek. He's going to be able to have him. He has him dead to rights, but never mind. Never mind again. Does eventually finish that kill, and that's 4 rounds on the board for the Marksman.
Nasty flick there from to end it all off. I thought for sure Spence was going to get them there on a great flank, but I didn't know it was smoked off.
Yeah, I thought he was going to decide to push that smoke for a little bit of a trade there, but he decided not to. But we see another save round coming up for the Shogun. And Marksmen are going to be trying to see if they can save as many people this round as possible. Flashed off right in the beginning. Another flash. It's going to be a fast brackets play. Very fast A. And that's going to most likely be 2 picks. And yes, it is Chutang with a double kill over towards the arch side. And now Hasty with MP9 is going to try to do as much work as possible. He gets 2. See if he gets 3. Make that a 3rd. And Hasty with a heroic play this round. Make that 4. And Vi eventually does trade him out. It's a 1v2. Gorb takes him out, and now that's 5 rounds on the board for the Marksman.
No ace for Hasty. Sad days. Vi shutting him down from that ace. That would have been a huge confidence booster for the Marksman. But even without it, they're still up 5-3. Trying to gain momentum here in the half. Or towards the half.
Yeah, the fact that Marksman lost a lot of players that round means they haven't really stabilized any sorts of economy. Shogun, if they're able to find something this round with their aggression, they could be forcing the Marksman into a save. We see Pecan over towards Banana. They don't want to lose Banana control. Dova is able to take it out, but gets traded by Pecan. Lots of damage done to Gorb, but they do come out on top there. It's a 4v3 advantage for the Marksman. Bomb down towards T-steps. Vi and FCL over towards the apartment's position. Vi's going back for the bomb. One hand in the boosted position again. Trying to see if he can catch this lurk out. I think he knows something, but no! He pulls out a smoke in the worst timing possible, and FCL is able to capitalize it. Now he's going to be throwing the flash utility out of apps, and the bomb is going to be coming up from mid. A nade is going to be landing on Hasty. Takes a little bit of damage, but the or the kill coming for Hasty on the truck player. Been supported by and Moto. Spence in a 1v3. Takes out gets hit with a heavy nade. Now one player in arches truck side going back up into boiler. Spence is going to be hit from both sides really quick, but no, Hasty being able to be the anchor he is now taking his team 6-3.
Yeah, like I said before, Marksmen gaining momentum. They just they need to keep chugging if they want to win the half, because maybe as we saw from last game on Overpass, maybe they need to work on their T sides a little bit. But who knows? If they can build up a lead here, maybe it might shut down the Shogun, like demoralize them a little bit.
Yeah, they have a chance to do just that. They're coming in this round with a save for the Shogun. So if they're able to just play passive here, keep as many alive as possible, they could really stabilize that economy. One hand with the MP9 doing work here over at Boiler. That's 2 players down and Pecan on very low HP.
Yeah, they also know it's a save too, so the Marksman can rest a little bit easier knowing that they have the gun advantage.
Vi with another incredible deagle. It's just incredible seeing these players go at it, but Vi with MP9 is able to take out Hasty. Now he's going back, seeing what other head he can collect, and that's Gorb's. Oh. But Dova with a nice little trade on a Vi. It's 7-3 for the Marksman.
Yeah, good little clean headshot onto Gorb there, but I believe it was Dova was there for the trade, so fortunately couldn't really amount to much after that, but I don't know. It's still a pretty decent eco round for the Shogun. They managed to get, I believe there's 3 kills there. Weakening the economy of the Marksman even further.
Yeah, that was a round he really expected a lot of people to survive, but Pecan getting cooked by Molly. He's getting taken out by Dova. Trying desperately as Chutang to get a trade, but it's all for naught. Now it's a 5v4 advantage for the Shogun, or for the Marksman here. This early aggression, they're just losing all these early battles, the Shogun.
Yeah, the banana utility is just too strong. Like, the nades, the mollies, they're turning it into a cookout, and the Shogun just aren't throwing any smokes down to try to counter.
And one hand takes out Vi in mid. It looks like the Shogun are just running around. Really don't have a lot of structure here. Albeit it does make sense. They're missing 3 of their normal players today. So they're just trying to run around and see what they can do. FCL creeping over at that top mid position here. Flashes, smokes raining down for that Moto. Want to see if they're going to be trying to trade it out this round. It would be interesting if they decide to go arches. Oh, lower mid, caught out with the molly, and FCL's taken out by Gorb. Hasty takes out Spence and Chutang with a trade on to Hasty, but he's in a 1v4 and make that a 0v4. That's 8 rounds on the board for the Marksmen.
Yep. It looks like they were getting somewhere with that their control of top mid, but the flank came in for the B players on the Marksmen and kind of denied that really quickly. They got the bomb down as well, so Chutang had to go back, couldn't press forward and make it harder for the Marksman by making it a retake. Instead, he had to retake the bomb from top mid.
Yep, and now we're seeing a weird little buy for the Shogun. No one's going over towards B. It's going to be an A-Rush, switching it up on the site. Chutang very early, very high on the presence with the MAC-10, forcing one hand back, but he does eventually get a kill, traded out by Spence. Hasty with a pick onto the arch player. That's going to be the split, all shut down. And now the Shogun have 3 players stuck at arches, but there's nowhere to go. They have players in CT. They have players on A site. Yuno takes out that opening pick on the Pecan, misses a shot, gets another chance, and takes out Spence. And Hasty eventually does throw down FCL. It's 9-3 for the Marksmen.
Yep, just building up those rounds. The momentum keeps on building for the Marksmen, and the Shogun need to try to get something to work here. I know they're switching it up, but it just seems like nothing's really working out for them.
Yeah, it's looking like a bunch of set rushes here. As we said, it is 3 subs, so there's really not much they can pull from the playbook here. Just trying to see what everyone's comfortable with. Yuno trying to make them very uncomfortable with his op now.
Yeah, Yuno's pretty deadly on that op. He's a pretty high-rated player in the tier.
Chutang with a great opening on Nadova. Spence able to trade out that kill from Gorb, and now it's a 4v3 advantage for the Shogun. We're looking at the 3 CTs rotating from A at a very slow pace, and this is a very good chance, but FCL takes out another member of the Marksman. Now it's a 2v4. This could be their chance to really get around here, which is absolutely necessary. Yuno gets taken out by Pecan, and now it's a 4v1 advantage. I think we can call this one for the Shogun.
Yeah, unless Hasty goes absolutely nuclear this round, in the words of Abear, I think his best option here is to save. Is 1v4, pretty light utility, only 2 flashes in the smoke, and he is so far away from the B site. His best option is just to save and keep the gun coming in the next round.
Yeah, he's just chilling in apps, just wants to hold on to that AK. One hand's on very low money, so that's going to be very beneficial. He'll be able to drop something over to his buddy.
Yeah.
But that's 4 rounds on the board for the Shogun. It's a 9-4 game at the moment.
They can not only drop one Han, but also get an op in the process, not having to sacrifice anything there. So it's good.
Yeah, very good setup indeed. We'll see if the Shogun are able to do something again. I know they didn't really switch anything up. They were just able to win the battles there over at Banana. Once again, 1 mid, 2 B, 2 alt. Vi with a great opening. Shotgun off on the Yuno. But Hasty at the top position is able to take him out. Molly's rained down into Boiler.
Very aggressive from Vi there. Pushing up top mid after missing the op shot.
Lots of damage by FCL. Eventually is able to take out Hasty on site. He's been the anchor lots of these times on A, but the bomb is walking its way over towards B. Chute gets traded out, or gets killed from that boost position. Dova is by himself, but he's throwing a lot of utility, and maybe he is going to be able to switch position, and the bomb actually exits the B bomb site. And now we see the 2 players coming out of apps with 1 player remaining on the A site, hiding in pit. It's just going to be the battle of who sneaks out here first. They're not going to be checking pit, but one hand caught looking somewhere else, but able to take out both. And now Pecan Just 3 kills
Oh.
for One Hand with a very clutch round coming for him. It's going to be 10 rounds for the Marksman. The domination continues.
One on holding it down there from the mini pit. He was looking at apps the entire time and just had to flick onto each player from the Shogun coming in, just one by one peeking them. I believe there's a term for that, and you might know the term, right? T-Noodle, where you just peek them one by one, get picked off.
Oh, I think that's just a noodle peak.
The noodle peek. Come on, man, you're better than that.
Alrighty, and we see another buy round coming in the last round of the half, just trying to see what they can do, trying to see if they can get a little confidence booster here, but wants to shut that down, but Vi says no. Dova bites back over towards Banana, which just trades happening so fast in this game. 4v3 advantage for the Marksman as the round quiets down, but there's a little bit of presence at the aggression that the Marksmen are having over towards Banana, and I don't think the Shogun realized this yet. Pecan runs out full blind. Hasty possibly going to be caught out with utility, but no. Looks like it's going to be a little bit of a truck walk here, just trying to trade. Vi coming in this app's position. I'm worried that the Shogun are going to come into a meat grinder, and sure enough, One Hand takes out Pecan. There goes Spence, but Vi trades out with an op. Looks like trying to get a leg shot onto One Hand, but no, the Molly's not able to do it. Vi trapped in this apps with an op. He hears someone, but they're just all over their truck, their pit, their apps, and sure enough, shot in the back. It's an 11-4 half for the Marksman. Just absolute domination, winning, I believe it's 9 of the last 10 rounds of the half.
I've got an important question for you, T-Noodle.
What's
Do
that?
you believe in the laws of Counter-Strike, namely Zonic's Law?
I don't know if I believe it this game, but anything can happen. We did see a 15-8 comeback yesterday.
That's true.
So
Anything can happen. We also saw a 6-9 comeback. Not as impressive, but
it was
saw it
8-2
today.
actually. So
yeah,
it was
8-2
pretty
comeback.
massive.
But still, I'm inclined to believe it, but also from my personal experience, I've never seen Zonic's Law happen, so I'm inclined to say that it's not going to happen this game as well. Based on statistics, Definitely not confirmation bias.
Well, lots going in this round. It's a B rush with a wallbang coming for on Vi. FCL right on the other edge of that smoke. He's able to get 1, but is not able to get a second. It's 3 remaining for the Shogun. Pecan takes out Oh, Chutang over towards the Banana. Now it's a 3v2 advantage, but the bomb has been planted. Gorb pushing into construction, takes out Pecan. It's a 2v2 situation. Both players are at that church and construction area. Chutang gets taken out. Now Spence is trapped in a 1v2. Can the GM make it work? But no. Gorb says no. 12 rounds on the board for the Marksman.
Yeah, they looked like they had a good retake there. FCL manages to slow him down at the other side of the murder smoke, and I believe it was Pecan managed to pick off who tried to push over into tree, and it made it sort of look like the Shogun had a chance in that retake, but individual aim duels kind of just lost him the round.
Yeah, and we're looking at Gorb having going 19-6 right now. He's a sub coming in for the Marksman. It's actually a CSC debut, and he is making his debut heard here. 12-4 for the boys here. Pecan, full blind, is not able to get enough damage, and Hasty with a nice little double over towards the A bomb site. We do have 1 remaining. Shogun sitting in the apps position. FCL is able to get a pick towards Arches. Vi, the top fragger right now for the Shogun, seeing if he can clutch it out. Able to take out the bomb planter in one hand, and now it's going to be a 3v2 advantage for the Marksman. Trying to figure out where Vi is. Gonna have some engagement over towards Boiler. Dink comes up from Vi, but Gorb with the better gun is able to take him out. And Spence forgets to hit mouse 1, misses the shot, and misses the shot onto Dova as well. It's gonna be 13 rounds on the board for the Marksman.
Yeah, I guarantee you after this game, Gorb's gonna be asked to sub a lot more. 20-6 as a sub, that is impressive to say the least. And he's definitely gonna be the top of Premier after this game.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be asked to sub a lot. He's gonna be very expensive to buy to pick up as a sub after this game.
Especially because free agent numbers can change.
Yep. Oh, we
Be a
see the
big
B
catch.
rush was slowed down a little bit by the Molly. Trying to get that top banana. Are they going to check sandbags? Yes, they are. Spence is shut down, eliminated, and it's a 3-spray transfer. Gorb one hand doing a lot of work there, and it's a 5v2. It's going to be 14 rounds for the Marksman here.
Yeah,
Legend,
just
what can the
mow them
Shogun
down.
do to make this possible, this game?
Turn on cheats? I don't know. I don't know. I think the Marksmen are kind of just winning out the Angels. They just need to pick it up a little bit more. I know Vi's trying to get like a little bit clever by going into the apps position and like try to sneak past them, let them buy, and like leech them out. But the problem is when he does that, he just gives control of the site to like the Marksman, and then the rest of his team dies for it. And unless he makes a hero play every single round, it's not going to work. I think Vi just needs to like stick with his team a little bit more and try to get something going there.
Yeah, he needs to get something going indeed. They do definitely need him here. I feel like Chutang's actually had a very impressive showing, subbing up from another tier.
Not to
But-
mention Spence. I know they're getting like kind of blown out, but he's kind of holding his own. He has more than 1 kill, and he's going up 2 whole tiers.
Yeah. But hey, 14 rounds on the board for the Marksmen, and they're just looking to close the door on this match. Gorb running up mid, not a care in the world, just trying to see who he can find. He's 23-6 now, wants to make it 24, but no, gets a kill. But Pecan and FCL and Chutang with 2 kills at mid. It's finally something for the Shogun. One hand at 9 HP. They might have got around.
Weren't you just talking about how Chutang was doing pretty well this game, all things considered, moving up from elite?
Yeah.
That play right there kind of reinforced the point.
Yeah, Chutang's a very solid player. He was one of the best players in minor last season, I believe, and he got bumped all the way up to elite this season. Now having a chance to sub up, trying to see who he can play with, and sure enough, he's shown he came to play.
Yeah, he can hang with the big boys in Premier, and it shows.
One hand, 1v3, eventually taken out by Pecan, and that's going to be the 5th round on the board for the Shogun. Actually, Interesting enough, the money's not even great for the Marksman.
Yeah, no, the Marksman could get on a string of losses here. I know their buy is going to be really bad this one, but if they don't win this round, their money is just going to be totally destroyed.
Totally destroyed indeed. They do buy up into this round. They're just that confident knowing what's going to happen, but lots of utility in Chutang with an opening pick, but Gorb shuts Vi down as he's just trying to run down middle. Gorb on low HP, but it's 4v4. Chutang walking up middle, seeing if he can catch him. He's going to be catching good timing. He could be able here to wide swing onto a banana player. Able to take out Gorb at the T-steps, trying to see if anyone else is here. One hand, trying to make that trade happen. Catches Chutang completely unaware, and that's 3 players pushing down banana to try to recoup this bomb. But no, it's going to be the chance of the Marksman to be able to bring this to a site where it's clear. Hasty and Dova have already made presence on the site. A little bit of damage from FCL and Arches, but Pecan takes out one hand, and that's the bomb dropped at top of middle. But Hasty gonna need to do something, but no, Spence able to make the kill. Dova takes out FCL. Now it's a 1v2 with Spence on 15 HP and Pecan on half health. If Dova can do something here, he's just gonna have to hope that they're not able to trade.
Yeah, the problem is he has to retrieve the bomb in a choke point like that without any utility. Very tough task, and clearly he didn't succeed.
Pecan just shut him down. He just knew how to play that. It's 6 rounds on the board for the Shogun. Marksman will definitely need to be saving, especially not getting a bomb plant.
Yeah, and the fact that they pretty much forced the round before. They're on a weird buy, few Galils. I know one person had a Deagle. The dualies are coming out from Gorb. Let's get some dually cam coming in.
2 guns is better than 1, right? I mean, that's the math. Check the Yeti. Check the numbers. All right.
2 isn't greater than 1, so 2 guns is greater than 1.
Oh my gosh, it's happening! The Marksmen are able to open up B on the P250, and Hasty
Oh
with
my
another kill. That's 3 on the board for Hasty. Chutang with a nade onto Yuno. One hand might get picked off here by Chutang as well. But no, the smoke comes in. Able to catch him, utilizing the molly that he knew would push him out. And now it's a 2v1 advantage for the Shogun.
Oh, what
Dova
happened?
going around these smokes, able to take out Chutang. And he knows where the last player is. He knows he should be coming from CT. That's a good smoke coming on, but there might be a little bit of a gap. But no, Vi able to get that round, but no time.
Oh no. No kit.
He had a kit. Why
Oh,
did he
no.
stick it?
Wait, he did have a kit.
Why did he leave the bomb?
Wait, he could have gone for that.
Vi!
Wait, this is Premiere.
Yo! Man's
Hey,
done
yo.
with this game. He's done with this game. He wants to go home. He said it's not worth it
Yeah.
anymore. 15 rounds on the board for the Marksmen. And that's going to be 4 AKs and an op for the boys. I cannot believe that happened.
I know, that's a costly lapse in judgment too. Because it's now 15-6. There's no room for error in the Shogun, and even then they still have to make it to OT if they bring this back.
Oh, Gorb might catch him off guard, but he looks the wrong way at the worst time. But he's just so much better.
I
Now,
was gonna say 4-3 moment there, but
oh yeah, no, Gorb's just too good. It's a 4v2 advantage for the Marksmen, and both the Shoguns are sitting over on B site, just trying to protect their home. But the bomb is being destroyed on the other side of the map. Spence coming in from the CT. Seeing who he can find, if there are going to be any kills hunting.
oh, what a timing. Lets him by. Spence only has a smoke to try to do this, so it's pretty unlikely, even if it wasn't 1v4, because A site's one of the harder sites to retake on Inferno.
Oh, Spence gets taken out, and that's going to be a 16-6 game for the Marksmen. And I'm just getting word from chat that he might have picked up the kit late on that round, or maybe he picked it up and didn't completely realize that he had it, but he didn't have it the entire round. Anyway, that's 16-6. The Marksmen do defeat the Shogun. And that was just an all-around dominant game for them. Shogun unfortunately had to play with 3 subs.
Yeah, pretty unfortunate there. A lot of subs coming in, especially even in last game too. There were 2 subs on the side of Marksman, and now 3 subs on the side of Shogun. It's just not a great day for Premier players to play in right now, I guess.
Yeah, not a great day indeed. But let's see if we can get anyone from the Premier games. Let's don't want to pull in Gore, but let's see if we can get any of the other guys from the Marksman Legend. You able to hit anyone up to get in here?
I'll ask him. I'll see if I can get somebody in here. Is there any preferences to who we want in case multiple people want to be brought in for the interview?
Would be cool. I think would be dope.
So
I want to get
Dova,
Pecan in
Dova
here.
said
but
he's
I miss him.
down.
Oh, let's get Dova in here. Whoever, I don't care.
Let's get Dova? All right.
Yeah. Whoever's down.
All right, I'm messaging Dova to join.
Yeah, this was cool though. It's a great first night from Premiere. It's glad we're finally able to get a Premiere stream in here. It was just nice seeing all these incredible shots, all those deagles that we were seeing in the beginning of those games. That stuff we don't see when we've been casting these other games.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see a game something like that in a Prospect.
Yeah.
It's a pretty impressive one. Oh, we also got Spence in the interview waiting.
No, Spence isn't invited.
Nah, we keep the stinky GMs out of here.
Yeah,
How's it going, Dova?
yeah, stupid GMs.
Going pretty good. I'm glad Spence is the other person getting interviewed because me and him had a bet to see who could bottom frag the hardest. He won, so.
Yeah. I mean, he had a little bit of an advantage. He was subbing up from 2 tiers, so
Yeah,
you gotta expect that. The advantage is there.
I cannot fault him for doing bad. That was just one of those games.
Yeah, it happens, especially with 3 subs on the other team. But
Yeah.
either way, you guys played pretty well. I think your B holds with Gorb especially were really well. What do you think of Gorb coming in, subbing for the one time for you guys and just going absolutely ham on that game.
I have no idea who this kid is. He just gorbed it the whole game. Just
He's gorbed
He
it.
gorbed it out.
He gorbed it. Alrighty, that's a word now. Alrighty, yeah, that's gonna be trademarked. Everything.
Whenever
that's-
someone top frags in a game, it's just gorbed.
it's just whatever you do works.
Yeah.
Exactly. Anyway, let's also get Spence in here.
Yeah, I'm
in case
dragging
we
him
want to
in.
ask him some questions. How's it going, Spence? How you doing?
I was close to admin abusing my way in here anyway.
So
How,
what was
how
it
you
like?
feeling?
What was it like playing with 3 subs?
It was interesting. We'll say that. I will say though, Dova, I won the our bet.
Yeah, we were just talking
I will
about
send
that.
you something.
We were just talking about
Yo.
how
Spence, I want to know what happened when Vi didn't defuse. I'm curious.
So
Walk
he
us through that round.
saw a kit farther into banana.
He
and
didn't realize he picked it up
Picked up
already?
the close one.
Oh.
And like we all like had everyone on the team at the same time screamed he picked one up. And like it was that like half second of hesitation to like actually process it, and then by that time it had already gone, so it was just unlucky.
I was like, oh man, Vi just wants to call it a night. He knows it's over.
I was gonna say maybe a fatal lapse in judgment, but I guess he just didn't see the other kid.
He was so focused on the other one.
Yeah.
Happens.
Oh,
Get into
happens
that
to
1v1. Yeah. You just get into the zone and you think of nothing else but killing the guy. It happens.
Exactly.
I've done that a few times.
Yeah. Well, anyway, guys, I
all
hope you
differences
turn
you
into
don't
the. We're gonna be calling that a night here, but I hope you guys do turn into the B stream. We do have the Kekai and Premier playing against the NA Nades, and then tomorrow we're gonna be starting playoffs for Prospect. So that's a whole lot of excitement. I believe it's gonna be the Spaghettis taking on the the Assassins. So yeah.
Ooh, that'll be a fun game to watch. I can't think of anyone who used to be on the Assassins in this call. Nope, no one at all.
Anyway, I'm T Noodle. I'm joined with Legend and RJ, and I hope you guys have a good night. Bye bye.